Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Today I am going to be doing an unbagging for VIPCrossStitch. So initially I had 5 kits, I believe, from this order. One of them was solely bought for the greens in it to replace on a kit where the greens were all brown and icky, so I'm not going to show that one to you because of the fact that it is an older kit and I did only buy it for all the greens it had in it. With that said, we are going to go into the kits I do have and want to share with you. I will put prices on screen as I say them out loud. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I did use my own money and my own coupon code for this order, and all of my coupon codes or discounts for you guys will also be down in the description box below. In this order, I have 3 Joy Sundays and 1 brand kit. I do want to say I noticed recently that VIPCrossStitch has been labeling every single kit as which brand they are, and I just want to say that's so amazing, so you can really lock down which kits you like and which manufacturer those are coming from. As you can see, my first kit is a Joy Sunday. You can tell by the instructions on the back. And this is just useful if you're a beginner to cross stitch, but if you don't understand any of this, there are so many tutorials here on YouTube for you to watch. So here's the picture. So it is another cute lantern. I do have, I think it's the summer or winter. I think it's the summer lantern one. This is different. This is not part of that series. This is a newer one I've found. But I thought this was so cute with all the little flowers. And you know I love my greens, and my apartment is pink and green. And this just fits right in with that. It's called, I don't know what that is, sconce? Rose wall, whatever that word is. It is 14 count. And it is 27 by 36 centimeters. And while I have this up on screen for you, the price for this one is $4.69, but I got it for free because I spent enough to get a free kit. And what that basically does is when you spend enough or get enough kits, they make the cheapest kit in your cart free, and that just happened to be this one. This bag is resealable, but keep in mind it is not watertight. There are holes in the bottom. Let's start with the paper pattern. Alright, I'm seeing something I don't see as often anymore. They have the symbols for the paper pattern, which matches their colors for the paper pattern, matches the image. And then they have the symbols that are going to be on your fabric, which do not match your paper pattern. So it's good that they do that because it makes it much easier to kind of figure out what one you're looking for if you do have to refer to the pattern. I see 40 colors, and it looks like all 40 are full stitch and 2 will be back stitch. Alright, this isn't a super large pattern, so it is only on 2 pages. Lots of similar colors in there, but as I said, the paper pattern is going to match the colors of what your completed project should look like. Very easy to read, clear print. It almost reminds me of a watercolor, and I just think that is so beautiful. And they do kind of give you another thumbnail on this. And then the other side is just your legend. Alright, starting off, the canvas is serged. And it has the title on it, so you can return it to the correct bag when you're done working on it for the day. I do gotta say, this fabric looks a little bit messy and fuzzy. And I think that might just be because the confetti in here. Down here, there's some more color blocking. And this is going to be a partial. You are not stitching the white. I might even go as far as to only half stitch all of this background, but that might be a little difficult because distinguishing where the leaves end versus where the background begins. But I'm always up for the challenge, as you know. Legend is kind of small, but I can read this side for the most part. Let's turn it. And over here with the bigger numbers is where it can sometimes get fuzzy down in the DMC. For the most part, I can read all of this. I ignore the back stitch on here. I only do my back stitch off of the paper pattern because I do my back stitch after I wash my canvas. That way it stays neat and tidy. And this isn't as stiff as some of the kits come, which is good. I just started one of my Joy Sundays and it is so stiff. And I like my canvases to be firmer and stiffer so I can work on them without them flopping to and fro. But the one I'm working on now is way too stiff. Like the stiffest canvas I've ever worked on. And this one is just right. Since there are 40 colors, we do have 2 floss cards here, so I'm going to go ahead and separate those. And I'm going to press that staple back down into my card so I don't snag. These are the floss cards that show you how much the DMC and the number of the color in the legend, and it also gives you a somewhat similar color to what floss you should have. These are going to be colors 1 through 16. Or 1 through 15, sorry, I'm thinking of the big ones here. And there's going to be a lot of similar colors in this one, or at least the color family, like the yellows and oranges. And here we have 16 through 30. Hold on, let me straighten out 30. It looks like a lot of them are very pastel-y colors. We do have a dark brown here. And then we have 31 through 40. And then we have 2 needles, which are always stapled to your Joy Sunday floss cards. So here are the colors together. They do look a lot less bold than you would expect for this image, but to be fair, it does look kind of like it's in pastels. This was my first kit for this unbagging. My second kit is kind of like a little fairy village in an old tree stump. Again, lots of pastels, and I just thought all the little fairy girls and folk hanging out and just chilling around were so super cute. This kit cost me $10.31, and my coupon got me $1.03 off. It's called Home of the Fairies. It is 14 count and 40 by 47 centimeters, and as you can tell, this is going to be a partial. Here is the thumbnail that they give us. And once again, they give us the paper pattern symbols versus the fabric pattern symbols. I'm not sure if they're going to be phasing this back in or if I just happen to find some old kits. The highest number I'm seeing on here is 32, so there are going to be 32 colors. 31 are in full stitch, 3 are in half stitch. Oh goodness, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in back stitch. Oh, this is cool. So I've never seen a page like this on Joy Sunday. As you can see, it's not the full pattern. I think this is just to highlight the back stitching. Because as you can see, the symbols are really faded here, and it just shows you what all the back stitching should be looking like and the different colors. That's really cool. I've never had a Joy Sunday kit that's done this before, because again, you can tell this isn't the paper pattern, because the paper pattern's right here. This is the bottom part of the stump. Super clear to read as always. I think maybe they gave us the chart because the green and blue on the back stitch are a little bit similar. But I am having trouble seeing all the other ones. I see red and brown as well for back stitch. And then if we flip this over, we have the top part of our little fairy homes. And there you can see a bunch of different back stitch colors. So cute. I'm gonna tuck this in here. It's so cool though. I've never seen that. Alright, this canvas is actually very soft. You got your title here. Of course it is serged. And right here they show you the stitches, but of course this isn't going to be accurate because it is a partial. But it's 174 by 216 stitches. Wow, I've never had a canvas this soft. Like, I just got this. Legend is readable. Right here looks a little meh. But you can only do so much when they're printing it on fabric with holes. And then we have our half stitch and all of our back stitch, which again I do ignore. I'm sorry if my camera keeps shaking. I'm not sure what's going on, but my whole home is actually shaking, not just my camera. It looks like everybody is sitting in their squares, which is good. The print quality is also very good and readable. It is a little pastel, not super saturated, but I think that just gives me more confidence for washing it. They're so cute. Those little fairies are going to be adorable to work on. So here's what it looks like when you take a step back. Honestly, not as big as I thought it would be. This is a pretty good size. We have 2 floss cards again, so I'm going to separate those. Same floss card that gives you all the information, colors 1 through 15. (16 through 30). And 31 and 32. Very bright blue. I think this one might be part of the back stitching. I could be wrong though. Oh no, I know it's part of the back stitching. Never mind. And then your 2 needles, of course. And I probably will cut this card so I can use this for my own floss and label them, because these are really good for that. Here's all the colors together. Kind of a muted palette, but that's okay. Let's take a break from Joy Sundays and look at one of VIP's brand kits. I don't know if VIP says it, but I've seen this on other websites, so I can confirm that this is a Mona Lisa kit. I just thought she was super beautiful, and brand kits like this, at least Mona Lisa, Spring, and Joy Sunday, tend to be hand charted. And hand charting means what you see is what you get in most cases, if not super similar. Hand charting really just makes sure you're getting the quality. All of these are in full stitch. That's up to 42 colors. And then, as you might have seen over here, it goes up to 57 colors. It's 174 stitches wide by 244 high. This pattern is a little bit small, but it's still super easy to read. I do gotta say it is thin though, so I would make sure that you are being careful with it. Do not get it wet and do not tear it. You can see there's lots of color blocking, and that the hand charting here really is just like drawing with thread instead of some AI randomly picking like 4 different shades of like orange, beige, and red to make her jawline. They just hand charted it to make it crisp and clean, which is why I've been trying to get more branded kits from Mona Lisa and such. These are your instructions, same thing as on the back of Joy Sunday. Oh, before I forget, this beautiful lady costs $13.90. With my coupon code or discount code, they took off $1.39. This did come with a toolkit, which is a adjustable thimble ring, a pom-pom that's supposed to hold the needles, but it looks like the needles fell out, and a needle threader. This kit is also serged, as you can tell, so it doesn't fray. Here is the super saturated, beautiful Mona Lisa kit. Let's just scroll that up for a minute. So pretty big. This one is 11 count. And the legend I have to show you sideways because I can't fit it over my desk. Nice and large, but instead of giving you just one of the symbol, they give you a cluster of the symbols in the squares. I'm not sure if that's meant to help you identify it. I believe it is. But it just gives you little samples of what it looks like over the squares. As you can see, the patterning on this does not match the paper pattern. It's easy to read, but not as crisp as it could be. And everyone seems to be in their own squares. Right here, the 16 and 10. That confused me for a minute. I'm going to fold this back up real quick. And this is a harder canvas. It's like firmer, a little bit more scratchy feeling. And I'm not sure how it feels washed because I have not completed a Mona Lisa kit yet. Onto the colors. Right here, it does not have the DMC, but it has the number in relevance to the kit and legend. It is 57, and that's just this very bright pasty white. And number 1, which is a peachy skin tone. And this is very soft. The white is so white. Oh my goodness, it's whiter than the white canvas. So we of course have 2 floss cards for this kit. There is no DMC number on this, but real quick, I've never seen this before, at least I haven't noticed it. They number it on both sides for you. So these are going to be colors 1 through 18. Loving that darker green there. 19 through 36. So you can see there's a lot of colors, but for a lot of these colors, there's not a whole lot to them. Over here, we have 37 through 40, or 54, sorry. Lots of blues and some browns. And then 55 through 57. Not sure why that's getting all washed out on me. And here are all those colors together. Super beautiful. I just think she's going to be gorgeous when she's worked up. There's no other way for her to be, right? This was my 3rd kit. Again, it's 11 count and the Mona Lisa brand, but I believe on VIP it just says brand. And the last kit is Back to Joy Sunday. It's called Winter Morning. It is, of course, 14 count, and it is 48 by 37 centimeters. So super cute. So many beautiful colors, the pinks and purples and greens. Of course, I had to get this. This is something that if I ever complete it, I will probably frame this and put this on my wall during Christmas time. And if you don't know, my Christmas tree has pink garland and like pink ornaments, and it is a green tree with built-in lights. So this is just perfect to go with my Christmas theme colors. This kit costs me, didn't cost me, because again I used my discount code. This kit cost $9.38. And with my coupon code, it took off 94 cents. There's a few separated pages here. As you can see, they did give us the page separation for this image. Super cute. It's just so bright and happy. I love it so much. It's so cute. Alright, make sure we got it all. Okay, so we have the paper pattern symbols on this side, and then the canvas pattern symbols on this side. The highest number I'm seeing is 40, so there are going to be 40 colors in full stitch and 2 in back stitch. So cute. You got your definition of your darks and your lights. It's just really gonna add the depth to this image. Holding his little pine cone. Yes, he is. So super duper cute. And as always on these, you can read the symbols fairly easily, and it is a decent size because look at the square compared to my thumb. And that bird, it's just so cute. I love this image. And again, this is one where you can just do like all the pinks and yellows back there in half stitch if you want. I would personally at least do the yellows here in this sunrise in full stitch. but that is up to you. I would probably make the pastel purples and blues down here in half stitch. I'd keep the little snowflakes full, and then the same up here just behind the trees and the sun and stuff in half stitch, and that just makes it go by that much more quickly. But you are going to have to pay attention to what stitch goes to what part of the image if you do want to do this. And if you don't want to modify your kits like I do all the time, don't. I just like to use those half stitches to get more definition, but you certainly don't need to, because I am myself and no one else. So this is kind of the same texture as the first kit, where it's firmer but not too firm, but also it's not all floppy. Of course, it's serged, and this legend is nice and large, which makes me so happy. And I'm trying not to hit my camera here. And then it continues down this side, or up this side, I should say. Definitely be careful and pay attention. There are some similar looking colors in here, especially like with this purple dot. I noticed this black dot over here. At nighttime that might be a little difficult. Like sometimes with dashes and the little greater than less than symbols, I get confused with those sometimes. Or even those symbols and X's can throw me off, especially if the canvas is kind of blurry. So here is the full canvas. It's pretty saturated, but it's like saturated in pastels. You can definitely tell what goes where. You can see what are going to be the yellows in here, and you can tell these down here are going, like what's going to be background. I think it would be pretty easy to distinguish what's going to be background here for me. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. Let's get a close-up of these symbols. It looks like everybody is in their square. I'm going to check multiple spots though, because I have some kits where I notice they're centered, but then like a little bit up somewhere else on the canvas they aren't. And that's going to be different for every kit, because, you know, the printer might just be slightly off for some kits. And it is, of course, no fault of the company at all. No fault of VIPCrossStitch is what I'm trying to say. Nope, everybody seems to be very centered. You can tell with those dots right there. So this is going to be perfect. Easy, easy. This kit also has 2 cards. Wow, I guess every kit I chose today has a lot of colors. But this one definitely has the most beautiful colors. And it does come on that card that gives you all your information. Here are colors 1 through 15. Nice purple right there. 16 through 30. These are kind of the duller colors. And then happy colors. Look at those pastels. So cute. Then on the second card we have 31 through 40. And I really like this green. And then these are really close together in shade. This is like off-white. And this is white. This is like in your face, snow white. Clean snow white. And then your 2 needles stapled to your card. And once again, all of our colors together. So many different colors in here. Hopefully that means you won't get bored of stitching on it. Because there are so many colors, you don't have to work in the same color family too much, and you get that variation you're going to want. And this was my fourth and final kit I'm going to share with you today. This is the other kit I bought. I do gotta say that the cover photo they printed for this one was kind of like super neon yellow looking, which scared me at first, but when I opened it, the colors were correct for this kit. It does look to be a hand-charted kit, which kind of makes me sad that I am going to pull it apart for the shades of green in here. But I really do want to do the other kit more rather than work on a kit with so much green in it. But that brand did do a decent job with that kit. The canvas was a little scratchy if I'm remembering correctly, but it had the exact colors I was looking for, and I confirmed that when I opened it and checked it. So I did separate it out and put it into the kits that I needed the extra floss for. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today, you guys. I really appreciate you coming by to see what I got this time. Hopefully you saw something you liked. Leave a comment below. I love hearing what you have to say, and your opinions matter to me. Give the video a like if you want to help support me so I can keep reviewing content for you guys and different types of kits. And subscribe if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed already, and be one of my new crafty friends. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to check out my description box for those discount codes. Alright, well thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!